Hello students, welcome to your WebSeek Academy English channel. Today, we will discuss the essay The Death of the Moth, which is part of the first semester BBA English syllabus. This deeply reflective piece is written by Virginia Woolf, one of the most influential modernist writers in English literature. A note on the author. Adeline Virginia Woolf, 1880 to 1941, was one of the most influential figures in modernist English literature. Best known for her novels Mrs. Dalloway, 1925, and To the Lighthouse, 1927, Woolf was one of the pioneers in the use of stream of consciousness as a narrative technique. She was a sharp critic of patriarchal values, and her writings threw light on gender roles and the position of women in society. Woolf also wrote a number of essays, letters and biographies that had a deep influence on the cultural life around her. They include the path-breaking feminist text, A Room of One's Own, 1929. The Death of the Moth Summary. Virginia Woolf's essay The Death of the Moth is a deeply reflective and symbolic piece that explores the themes of life, struggle, and death. Woolf uses a seemingly insignificant event, watching a moth struggle to stay alive, to present a profound meditation on the fragility of life and the inevitability of death. Introduction, the setting and the moth's initial energy. The essay begins with Woolf observing a small, brown moth fluttering near her window. It is a September morning, and the transition from summer to autumn is evident in the stillness of the surrounding landscape. The fields outside are calm, and the farmers have taken a break, emphasizing a sense of stillness and quietness. Despite this inactivity, the moth remains full of life. Woolf describes its movements as lively and purposeful, as it flies from one part of the windowpane to another. Unlike the grandeur of larger creatures, this tiny moth leads a humble yet energetic existence. Woolf initially perceives the moth's life as joyful, its movements reflecting a vitality that seems boundless. She admires its small yet determined efforts, as it refuses to remain still. The struggle and the realization of life's fragility. As Woolf continues to observe the moth, she gradually realizes that it is growing weaker. Its movements, once so lively, become slower and more laborious. The moth begins to struggle, flapping its wings in a desperate attempt to keep moving. This moment serves as a turning point in the essay. Woolf recognizes that the moth's struggle is not just a minor difficulty but a battle against death itself. She sees how the moth is trying to resist an invisible force that is slowly overpowering it. The essay shifts from a simple observation of nature to a profound contemplation on the universal struggle of all living beings. At first, Woolf feels an instinctive urge to help the moth. However, she restrains herself, understanding that death is inevitable and beyond human intervention. This realization brings a sense of helplessness, reinforcing the idea that no matter how much effort one puts into life, death remains an unstoppable force. The final moments and the power of death. As the moth continues to struggle, Woolf watches in fascination and sadness. She describes how it makes one last, desperate attempt to move, but its strength is nearly gone. Finally, after a moment of stillness, the moth succumbs to death. At this moment, Woolf experiences a deep and sudden awareness of death's overwhelming power. She acknowledges that death is not just a natural occurrence but an immense, commanding force that claims everything, no matter how strong the desire to live. Despite its small size and insignificance in the grand scheme of nature, the moth's struggle and eventual death become a powerful symbol of the human experience. Just like the moth, humans live their lives with energy, purpose, and determination, Yet in the end, they too must face the inescapable reality of death. Conclusion: Woolf's reflection on life and death. By the end of the essay, Woolf leaves the reader with the haunting realization: life, no matter how vibrant, is temporary. The moth's death, though small and seemingly insignificant, serves as a reminder of a universal truth. Woolf does not offer comfort or solutions. Instead, she presents a raw and honest portrayal of life's inevitable end. The essay invites readers to reflect on their own mortality and the meaning of existence, making the death of the moth a timeless and deeply philosophical piece. Themes and symbolism in the essay. 1. The fragility of life. Woolf portrays life as fleeting and delicate. The moth, though full of energy, is ultimately powerless against the force of death. 2. The universality of death. Death is depicted as an unstoppable force that all living beings must face, regardless of their size, strength, or efforts to resist it. 3. The struggle for existence. The moth's persistent attempts to move symbolize the universal struggle for survival. It represents the human condition, our continuous fight against obstacles, even though we know death is inevitable. 4. Nature's indifference. The world outside remains unchanged and indifferent to the moth's struggle. This suggests that nature does not concern itself with individual lives, reinforcing the idea of mortality as a natural and impartial force. Short answer questions. 1. Explore the eternal struggle between life and death in the essay. Answer. In The Death of the Moth, Virginia Woolf portrays life as a force that persistently fights against death. The moth, despite its small size and insignificance, struggles with determination to keep moving. However, death ultimately overpowers it, highlighting the inevitable fate of all living beings. The essay reflects on how life, no matter how energetic or purposeful, is always in a battle against the unstoppable force of death. 2. How does Woolf describe the rooks settling on trees? Answer. Woolf describes the rooks as large black birds that settle on the trees in the distance. They rise and fall in the air, creating a rhythmic movement that contrasts with the stillness of the landscape. Their presence adds to the natural setting and serves as a reminder of the larger cycle of life beyond the moth's struggle. 3. What appears as hard fate to the author? Answer. The author considers the moth's fate to be hard because, despite its desperate struggle, it cannot escape death. Woolf sees its persistent efforts to move as both admirable and tragic, as death ultimately proves to be stronger than the moth's will to live. 4. The central focus of The Death of the Moth is A. A detailed scientific analysis of a moth. B. A narrative about the life and time of a moth. C. A philosophical reflection on life and death. D. A critique of societal norms. Answer. C. A philosophical reflection on life and death. 5. Woolf is filled with. When she looks at the dead moth. Answer. Helplessness and awe. 6. The moth in the essay symbolize. A. A powerful and dominant force. B. A symbol of human resilience. C. A representation of the human condition. D. A metaphor of the human condition. Answer. C. A representation of the human condition. Answer each of the following questions in about one page. 1. Describe how the author uses vivid descriptions of nature to bring out the pathos in the moth's fate. Answer. Virginia Woolf uses detailed imagery and descriptions of nature to emphasize the moth's small and fragile existence. She describes the vast landscape outside her window, where fields stretch under the sky, and the rooks settle on the trees. This contrast between the vastness of nature and the tiny moth highlights its insignificance. The stillness of the world around her makes the moth's struggle seem even more tragic. The moth, which was once full of life and energy, is gradually overpowered by death. Woolf's detailed observations of its fluttering movements and final moments create a deep sense of sadness and inevitability, making the reader empathize with the moth's fate. 2. Yes, he seemed to say, death is stronger than I am. Describe how this line aptly sums up the essay. Answer. This line captures the central theme of the essay, the inescapability of death. The moth's desperate struggle symbolizes life's resistance against death, but in the end, death always wins. Woolf watches as the moth, once so full of energy, weakens and finally succumbs. The line suggests that no matter how much living beings fight, they are ultimately powerless against death. It sums up the essay's meditation on mortality and the undeniable power that death holds over life. 3. What is the role of language in Woolf's exploration of the moth's experience in this essay? Answer. Woolf's use of language is poetic and deeply reflective, which enhances the emotional impact of the essay. She employs vivid imagery, metaphors, and personification to bring the moth to life and make its struggle feel meaningful. Her descriptive style transforms a small, ordinary event into a profound meditation on life and death. The rhythm of her writing mirrors the moth's movements, lively at first, then slowing down as the moth weakens. By using thoughtful and philosophical language, Woolf elevates the moth's simple existence into a universal symbol of human struggle and mortality. 4. How does Virginia Woolf employ the image of the moth to explore broader philosophical questions about life and death? Answer. Woolf uses the moth as a metaphor for the human condition, showing how all living beings must eventually face death. The moth's struggle represents the universal desire to keep living, even in the face of inevitable death. By observing its final moments, Woolf contemplates the larger philosophical question of whether life has meaning when death is certain. The essay suggests that while life is full of energy and purpose, it is ultimately fleeting. Woolf's reflection on the moth's fate serves as a reminder that death is an unavoidable part of existence, making the essay a meditation on the fragility and transience of life. 5. How does Woolf explore the concept of time and mortality in The Death of the Moth? Answer. Woolf presents time as an unstoppable force that leads all living beings toward death. The essay moves from a moment of lively activity, where the moth flutters energetically, to a moment of stillness as it weakens. This transition mirrors the passage of time and life. Youthful energy gradually fades, leading to an inevitable end. Woolf also highlights the contrast between the moth's short lifespan and the vast, continuous flow of nature. Through this, she emphasizes the fleeting nature of life and the certainty of mortality, suggesting that time is both a giver and a taker, allowing life to flourish before it is inevitably claimed by death. Answer each of the following questions in about 2 pages. 1. How does Woolf explore the concept of consciousness and subjectivity in The Death of the Moth? Answer. Virginia Woolf explores consciousness and subjectivity by presenting the moth's struggle through her own perspective. The essay is not just an objective observation but a deeply personal meditation on life and death. At first, Woolf sees the moth as energetic and full of life, symbolizing the human desire to keep moving despite obstacles. As she continues to watch, she realizes that the moth is fighting an invisible force, death. This moment triggers her own awareness of mortality. The essay shifts from describing the moth's actions to Woolf's internal reflections, demonstrating how consciousness shapes meaning. Her growing realization that death is stronger than life is not just about the moth but about all living beings, including herself. The essay ultimately shows how human consciousness interprets simple events in profound ways, turning an ordinary moment into a deep reflection on existence. 2. How does Woolf's use of metaphor and symbolism contribute to the essay's overall meaning? Answer. Woolf uses metaphor and symbolism to turn a small event, the death of a moth, into a reflection on life's struggles and inevitable end. The moth symbolizes the human condition, representing resilience and the fight against death. Its desperate attempts to move mirror our own struggles in life. The window acts as a barrier between life and death, highlighting the limits of existence. The vast, indifferent natural world outside contrasts with the moth's tiny, individual struggle, symbolizing how life continues unaffected by personal suffering. Death itself is portrayed as an invisible but powerful force that slowly overtakes the moth. Through these symbols, Woolf emphasizes the inevitability of death and the fragility of life, making the essay a meditation on human mortality. 3. Elaborate on the significance of the natural world in The Death of the Moth. Answer. The natural world in Woolf's essay serves as both a backdrop and a contrast to the moth's struggle, reinforcing the themes of life and death. At the beginning, Woolf describes the peaceful scenery outside her window: quiet fields, resting farmers, and birds flying freely. This vast, calm world makes the moth's tiny struggle seem even more tragic. Nature appears indifferent to the moth's fate, symbolizing how life continues regardless of individual suffering. The stillness of the outside world also contrasts with the moth's energy, showing how life constantly fights against the inevitability of death. As the moth weakens, Woolf realizes that all creatures, no matter how strong or determined, must eventually submit to the cycle of nature. Through this contrast, Woolf highlights the fleeting nature of life and the unstoppable power of death. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Webseek Academy for more English lessons and notes. See you in the next video. Until then, think big and win big.